deal? Isaiah, what up? Oh, shit. Starting off hot. This Virgil, appreciate you. For cocaine and Rogaine. Okay. Okay. Offensive, but cool. What's up, Oval? What's going on? What we got, people? What we got? What we got? Who's up in this bitch? Who's up in this bitch? Nobody? There we go. Superman, what up? I assume you meant to say yo, not no, because that's a weird thing to come in and say no. What's up, man? You on the job site? We joke amongst friends. Locker room talk. No tutti fruity.
Tutti fruity!
No is correct. Oh, right. Crawford versus Virgil. What up? I don't know, man. Crawford, or should I say Virgil, he has a chance, though. Based on Saturday's results, based on Saturday's performance, he has a chance. What's up, Anthony? That was random. Stop lying to myself. He has a chance. I didn't say he'll win. That I didn't say. I said he has a chance. Whereas, excuse me, I didn't sleep enough last night. Whereas before the fight Saturday, I would have thought he had no chance. So from no chance to chance. Mr. Lightning, what up? Virgil been dropped. Okay. Muhammad Ali's been dropped. Sugar Ray Robinson's been dropped. Should we keep going? Joe Louis has been dropped. Hagler was technically dropped. Sugar Ray Leonard's been dropped. A lot of people have been dropped. Bud isn't fighting him. No, he's not. That's a fact. No, you're right there. He's not fighting him, for sure. With the news of Majimov having bronchitis, too many moves. Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. I'm not sure if it's true, but yeah. What's up, David? Yeah, you were right. You were right. I mean, I didn't know Bacolia would come in with, you know what I'm saying, an extra pouch, a kangaroo pouch, but okay. He would be caught by Crawford going in that reckless. Maybe. Who won the chicken and watermelon fight? Damn. It was bananas and watermelon, by the way. And that was Keyshawn. Illness is a tough excuse. Right? I got Crawford if that one happens. Me too. But it would be interesting. I thought Virgil was way more one-dimensional. But, if you want to blame the bronchitis, which is possible, then maybe it doesn't mean shit. It's hard to tell. What up, Jeff? What's good? Get some rest. Word. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I had a long night. Same difference. Yeah. He showed that he could take a punch. The fight, everyone had him losing to Boyachuk. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. My favorite fight? I don't know. Maybe the Virgil fight? Because, none of them were like, excuse me, there was no huge, so the Bacoli fight was a knockout, but it was like one punch, kind of too soon, I got Virgil shocking the world versus Crawford. They don't know dude is very smart. I'm saying it's possible. Give Virgil his win, but I think Fury won too. What you mean you think Fury won? What's up, Rico? The Shakur hate is unreal. Shakur can do that to a lot of top-level fighters, in my opinion. Loma didn't always knock guys out. Maybe, but we have to see him fight the top-level guys. I didn't drink NyQuil. I just didn't sleep enough last night, and I'm so tired. The first fight of the official card was good. I didn't see the first fight. Parker deserves a title shot, but I don't want to see it. Boring, haterish. I'm with you. Parker is kind of boring. Oh. Yeah, I thought Fury won. I mean, technically both of those. But the first fight with Fury and Usyk, the fact that he almost had Fury out, you could argue Usyk should have won that one. Why? Shit. If you have to ask that, then I guess you
must have forgot.
Just press play and watch him fight, and that'll answer that question for you. Virgil stops Bud. Maybe. I'm not trying to make anybody mad. It's just a question. Marcos, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, but that was kind of boring too. Usyk and Fury, except for the first part, when Fury almost got knocked out. The rest was kind of boring. Am I wrong? It was kind of boring. I was starting to like Turkey and everything he wanted to do for the sport, but after he notified Shiraz, that was down 2 points. Well, again, the question is, did he give him the unofficial or the official? Because if it's the unofficial, as I said yesterday, that's not illegal, unprofessional, but not illegal. If he gave him the official, well, now we have biased and illegal. That's a problem. What's up, Angel? Mexican's the king troll. Yeah, he's always with his Mexican fighters. There's a lot of fights at 54 I'd rather see Bud in rather than Canelo. Oh, right. Okay. Who? What do you want to say? Marco with the no S? Oh, Marco, not Marcos. Gotcha. Exactly. Could have been the official considering it was a draw, but we can't really jump to say it was. The truth will. I mean, I don't think it'll come out. I don't think he's going to address it. Not sure he gives a shit that some fans are complaining. But maybe he does. He's supporting his Muslim brother. That's all he gives a shit about. I think it was a little shaky, but a draw instead of an L means a lot. Yeah. That's true. That's true. True that. I mean, it's funny because Beterbiev and Bivol was also mad close, right? Usyk Fury, mad close. Yet, people got Usyk as the king and Bivol as the king. Yet they were both mad close. 4 cumulative fights, all mad close. All could go either way. Some people believe the first Fury fight can't. I thought it went. I thought Fury won that fight. He could have took the belt and all. Yeah. Newburgh's finest. Newburgh, New York? I used to have my parents back in the day had a crib in Newburgh, New York. Actually in Cornwall, not Newburgh, but it's right there. What was the score in the cards when Turk said, he didn't say the score, he just said, you're up by 2 points, or you're down by 2 points. Marco, in your opinion, who do you think is the greatest Russian fighter? Ever or now? I hope Crawford goes 3 times with or without Canelo, but the criticism is fair. How many Hall of Fame names has he beaten? You hope Crawford goes 3 times. Oh, what do you mean 3 times? Like 3-time champion? 3-time undisputed? Is that what you mean? They could have at least given Fury the draw. They could have, but they didn't. After he got knocked around the ring, looking like an 8-ball hit in the corner pocket, shit. Newburgh. I felt asleep for some parts of that Hamza fight. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was busy chilling with Yuri Foreman for a trilogy. Best Russian fighter is Drago. Thank you. We know you're playing because that is not a real boxer. Boot ever and right now. Oh, wait, what does that say? Boat ever and right now? Oh, both ever and right now. I mean, none of them are from Russia anymore. You got Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. You got all these countries. You mean the former Soviet bloc? Like all the Russian? Yes, but I'm saying he was actually controlling for a long time. Yeah. I mean, Fury almost had Usyk down a couple times. You heard him in that first fight. Heard him with a body shot and with an uppercut. But didn't jump on him. That's the problem. He didn't jump on him. If he would have jumped on him, maybe he could have got him out of there. But he did not. He just fucking kept dancing around with his big ass as all the judges' water glasses shook like it's Jurassic Park. With his big ass. Like, doosh, doosh, doosh. But Usyk is a great fighter. He is. Better Biev is Dagestan. Okay. Yeah, and then the other one is something. I forget the name of it. Kyrgyzstan, that's what it is. Kyrgyzstan. Now, these were all part of Russia at one point. Now they're not. So, countries that used to be part of Russia, not anymore. Oh. Triple G, I guess. I mean, at middleweight, nobody could fuck with Triple G. Let's not forget, he arguably beat Canelo that first time. What's up, big play? Yeah, get the likes up. Come on now. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Nah, you're wiling out. I mean, Nikolai Voliev was a champion, world champion. And, matter of fact, the tallest heavyweight champion in history, Nikolai Voliev, 7 feet. But not the most skilled. Yes, he beat him, no argument. Are you watching the Tank fight? Yeah. I'm trying to go there. But Coach Kenny could get me a ticket, but the fucking disapproved me. Cheating idols for Nello. Yep. Povetkin was good. What's his face? This dude who Pirog. I never watched him fight, but he was undefeated. He's the only guy that he knocked out Danny Jacobs, which never happens. He was pretty good. Oh, thank you. But why he's not in my brain, Newburgh, Australian. Definitely Russian, but also Australian. But no, he's Russian. He's Russian first. Costa Tszyu, I'm not sure Costa was better than Triple G, though. Right? Both hit hard. Costa just got fucked up throughout his prime. A couple times. I think Vince Phillips, or was it Verno Phillips? I think it was Vince Phillips. Knocked him out. But Triple G never lost in his prime. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with Triple G. But Costa Tszyu is a good one. Costa Tszyu is a very good one. Word up. Word life. Yeah, but that was late in his career. And you know what the weird thing was in that fight? The shit was almost even. I remember that fight with Costa Tszyu and Hatton. It was almost even. And Costa's just like, I'm good. Just quit. In the 11th. That's when people are like, ooh, Hatton's pressure is so abominable that he forces one of the greats to quit. I'm like, yeah, this dude's like 50 years old and whatever. But I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when he beat Zab, Costa. He beat Zab. One punch made Zab look like somebody yanked a carpet out from under his feet. He was like, ooh. It was weird. Just his leg. It looked like one knee hinge just short-circuited and his fucking leg jumped up like a pogo stick. Ricky Hatton, Betsy Tszyu too? You mean Ricky Hatton beat Tszyu too? Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Coley versus Moses, you mean to say, right? I don't know. I tried calling you collect from jail the other night, but StreamYard was hating. I finally told my wife about the you adjust thing. She goes, is he divorced? I'm like, yep. She goes, She laughed, though. She thought it was funny. Like, not funny that I do it to her, but funny that you did it to somebody else. Yeah, man. I mean, my favorite old school fighter to watch, Terry Norris. Since we're talking about those times, you guys ever see Terry Norris light shit up? Look, he got sparked by Julian Jackson and Simon Brown, I believe. Or Simon Brown. But overall, Terry Norris did way more sparking. That dude was sparking shit like a blunt. Sergey was a killer at his time. Yeah. And we all wanted to see Sergey versus Adonis. Remember that? That was the one everybody wanted to see. And I do believe Adonis was ducking it. Remember, Sergey was like, I want to fight Adonis Chickenson. For those of you who don't know, his name is Adonis Stevenson. But this dude in his Russian accent's like, I want to fight Adonis Chickenson. I was like, damn. And then Adonis almost died fighting Vazdik. Vazdik beat him and gave him like a brain bleed. Yep. That's how hard Vazdik hits, yet he couldn't do shit to Benavidez. So, just saying. What's up, Mr. Lightning? Adonis. Yeah, it seemed like he did. Damn, Newberg. I used to go to the Storm King Art Center. You know what I'm talking about, right? Chicken said that shit was fun. The way he said it, too. Who do you want to fight? Well, there's many fighters I fight next, but the world want to see me do fightings with Adonis Chickenson. But he don't want to do fightings. And everybody was like, oh, and he just wouldn't fight him. Marco for the Crawford versus Canelo fight commentary. I hope so, AP. I hope so. Superman, yeah. Nah, his straight, I just released a video on Adonis. You guys want me to play it? His straight left hand, was sinister. What did the Benavidez do to him? He whooped his ass. He didn't knock him out, but I'm saying, I don't know if you're shitting on Benavidez, Superman, with that statement. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but the point was, this Vazdik guy who has like 80% knockout, put a guy in a coma, couldn't even hurt Benavidez, who's supposed to be too small. So, yeah, I know. I used to go there. It's this big, like, fucking grassy hills with like weird, big, huge metal sculptures. You want me to play it? All right. You know what I got to do, though? I got to... here it is. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it, motherfuckers.
The hardest straight left hand in history. With 24 knockouts out of his 29 wins, Adonis Stevenson's left hand detonated like a heat-seeking missile. Adonis's unusually high 83% knockout rate and one-punch KO ratio would have baffled Isaac Newton. The Haitian native continuously sunk dudes with one shot like he was playing battleship. Stevenson would plant his feet deep like redwood roots and use his wide stance to generate planetary collision power with that left hand. The Canadian resident would slingshot that left hand, toppling dudes over like bowling pins. Adonis's southpaw style and stellar footwork enabled him to manipulate angles better than Pythagoras, giving him the element of surprise as he landed shots from unorthodox positions. Stevenson's power would collapse dudes like they just got hit with a tranquilizer, landing shots that would convulse guys in midair like they got hit with a stun gun. The Crawford standout was known for splitting wigs, but he would also shoot that left hand downstairs, destroying more livers than Hennessy. Adonis could stalk opponents like a hungry panther, but his offensive game had layers, as he would throw more counters than an offer on Shark Tank. Stevenson set up more dudes than an SVU undercover, having them run face first into that left while getting the alley-oop for momentum. Who in history threw more concussive straight left?
What you guys think? What you guys think? NPR, I say history for dramatic effect. I know. It's up there, though. It's up there, straight lefts. It is up there. It's for dramatic effect. Yeah, he fucking nailed Dawson. Marco would be a little too happy making these videos. Hey, man. Marco, you my dog, but you put too much sauce on the ribs. Well, 10 million people alone last month seem to disagree with you. So, shut the fuck up. Crawford versus Virgil would most likely be an action-packed matchup. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, Isaiah. Virgil versus Murlatazayev should be next. However, is that Bakram, Murlatazayev? All these Russian names confuse me. However, does Oscar and Bernard... Oh, I thought you were talking about Oscar and Bernard's fight. I'm like, what's that have to do with anything? Appreciate you, Superman. Fire. Appreciate you. Yeah, Bakram. That'd be a dope fight, but I don't know if they're going to stay the fuck away from Bakram. They're going to stay away from him. What do you gain? He has no fucking followers. He just performed a public execution on one of the top 54-pounders in the world. He hits, like, why? Nah. Virgil looked dope. That'd be a dope fight for us fans, but boxing is about making business decisions, people. We know this. That business decision would be no bueno. I think Pacheco will fucking Billy up. And Billy's too small. Single-layered and small. He's little. He just comes forward. He's going to walk into a mouthful of bricks. I mean, he's going to have chipped teeth. He's going to swallow so many bricks. I'm going to use that one too. I like that one. So yeah, whenever I come up with good metaphors, I write them down. Okay, so how should I say it though? Let's see. Swallowed so many bricks he had chipped teeth. Left him with chipped teeth. Bricks. That's better. It left him. It left him with chipped teeth. Okay, sorry. Hey man, I told you guys this. Some people have a rhyme book. I got my metaphor book. And when something hits, Virgil destroys Bakram. Mungia versus Plant. I got Plant. I think I'll box the shit out of Mungia. Public execution sheet. Nah, I'm saying. We went back to medieval times, baby. That was medieval times. Dude got caught stealing. Guillotine. I just used that reference in a video about a guillotine in medieval times. The matter of fact, I'll play it for you guys. You guys want to see it? Foreman versus Alex Stewart. Let's do it. Tell me what you guys think. Why is this not? Sometimes I search on my MacBook and it just doesn't pick shit up. Very annoying. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's see it. We'll play this one right quick. Tell me what you guys think. This one is hot off the press. I released this one a couple days ago.
One of the most brutal and controversial fights in history. 1992. At the opening bell, George Foreman chases down Alex Stewart like a locomotive. But Alex instantly fires back with stunners that reset Big George like a Windows 95 reboot. Foreman then detonates his patented looping bombs, dropping Stewart on all fours like he's obeying a dominatrix. Alex gets up and George attacks, but the British native instantly launches some heat that backs Foreman up like he's about to get jumped. George uses his height and reach advantage from the outside to land an extra crispy two-piece that tangles Stewart into the ropes like he fell into Charlotte's web. Alex rises again and shows his Godzilla-sized brass walnuts by proceeding to sandblast Foreman's melon like he's removing graffiti off the A-train. The English native fakes Foreman forward by backing up, but then nails him like a carpenter as he walks directly into hammers. George responds with a grenade that short-circuits the hinges in Alex's knees. Stewart immediately retorts, and the two continue exchanging bombs like they're arms dealers. Over the next few rounds, they continue feverishly exchanging like it's 9:30 on Wall Street. Alex then locates a hole in George's famous cross-arm defense as he wallops him. This makes Foreman unbelievably drop his hands mid-fight and start talking to a ringside photographer. Stewart pounces on the open opportunity, and the two continue battering each other like mozzarella sticks. The momentum then swings as Alex begins knocking the morning dew off George's cabbage, thrashing the Texas native with repeated cinder blocks as he glides around him like he's in Disney on ice. The constant pounding has now swollen Foreman's face like he suffered a shellfish allergy. Out of desperation, Foreman then tries to decapitate Stewart like he caught him stealing during medieval times. Alex doesn't take kindly to the attempted guillotine and picks up where he left off, continuing to beat Foreman like he sold him a pound of all-purpose flour. The Baptist minister continues showing his legendary grit by pursuing and punching. But Stewart continues opening up a Costco-sized can of whoop-ass, landing sharp counters on the Houston native who continues chugging forward. The fight leaves Foreman looking like Rocky Dennis from The Mask and produces a controversial UD victory for Big George. Who do you think should have won this fight? Tell me in the comments.
Not bad. The volume was low, right? People say that. When I play these, for some reason, the volume's low. Not bad. Foreman's brother told Bruce Gass he went to Stewart's dressing room after the fight and nobody was there, and he found Stewart's hand wraps and they were still like concrete. Well, then the commission didn't do their job. I still would love Bud winning, but Virgil belongs in there with him. Yeah, he does. 5 years earlier, and Foreman dust this guy. 5 years? You mean 15 years? You mean 15 years? That was a 40-something-year-old Foreman, my brother. Appreciate you, Mr. Lightning. We in this hoe. Damn. I mean, I was in some hoes too back in the day. I was in a bunch of hoes. Not real hoes. Figuratively speaking hoes. But never, like, as a profession hoes. I don't get down like that. Appreciate you guys. Hey, man, any other videos you want to see? We'll bust them out. We'll fucking bust them out. But that reminded me of the whole guillotine thing in the medieval times. So, what else we got, people? Marco is the black version of Showbiz the adult. No disrespect to Showbiz, but I don't think I'm anything like him. Do you? You guys think I'm like Showbiz? Garden hose. Yeah. Hey, I've had some hose in my garden. You know what I'm saying? Third person. Yep. I say 5 years because Foreman was fighting. Yeah, but you know, the younger Foreman was a better fighter. Janet Beck versus Hamza, Eubank versus Lara. Well, shouldn't it be Janet Beck versus Adames? Technically? Yuri Boy Campus versus who's El Monstrito Lopez? Ricardo? No, he was El Finito. Hell no. Hell no. You got to do a Cooney versus Young one. Bloodbath. Cooney versus who? The Foreman? Marco, you make a Gerald? Yeah, have I? Have I? You want to see it? Have I? You guys want to see a Gerald McClellan G-Man video? Shit. Have I? A couple of them. Fuck show, but damn. I wouldn't say he's cringe. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? He has his own thing that he does. He got hired by DAZN, so he's way ahead of me. Tank in 8, then retirement. Nah, he's not retiring. Jimmy Young? Jimmy Young. Oh, Jimmy Young versus Foreman? I did the Foreman versus Lyle, which is one of my most viewed videos, like something like 4 million or something like that. Marco, will there be a Hamza versus Adames? You meant to say Adames, right? There should be, but based on if we think Turkey is what's the word? Biased, and that fight was so close, he's not going to put him in that shit again. Show business for casuals. Nah, I mean he does his thing. He knows boxing. He loves it. He just, he has his own style, with like wearing the hats and all that stuff. Good for him. Like I said, he's making way more money than me, and he's way more like he was working for DAZN. But one thing Ness told me, I'll tell you guys, that giant Dominican punk ass gave me one good bit of advice, and he said, when I got upset because I saw Akin Barak got hired for All the Smoke, right? Which, little known fact, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson I'm cool with them. They hit me up. They told me, look, this was like 8 months ago. We're putting together a boxing channel. We want to have you come on. Your videos are dope. You have mad good engagement, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's circle back. We're still putting it together. And never heard back. I heard back like, oh, yo, we're still in the works. I haven't forgot about you. We'll circle back. Nothing. And then I see them bring on Andre Ward, which I get, former world champion. Akin Barak. And I'm like, motherfuckers. So I guess they're not going to bring me on. But then Ness told me, he goes, yo, look at it this way. That's 2 more dudes out of the way. You're up next. And it's true, because there's not that many people like me in this space. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's thousands of boxing content creators. Okay. Nah, Jimmy Young versus Jerry Cooney. Bud should retire before his age. I'm with you. Corrales Castillo 1 is the greatest fight I've ever seen. And I did do a video on it, of course. I should do an updated video on it, though. I don't think I saw that one. Darryl Wilson was a heavyweight, right? Courage Tabashala. I don't think I saw that one, Joe. I'm going to write that down. Courage Tabashala versus Darrell Wilson. I'm going to look that one up. R. Mayweather versus Chavez. Yep. I did a Roger versus Chavez video. Chavez worked to where he worked. Yeah, he did. We got to start tagging Turkey and gang and so other. I know. I asked everybody last time I was doing it, and I stopped doing it on here. Please go hit Turkey Al Sheikh up on Instagram. It's free. Just hit him up and say, "Yo, we follow this boxing content creator. We think he'd be great working with Riyadh," and and tag me. If enough people do it, I think he'll listen. Or are they gonna get the job over any boxing content creator? Yeah, of course. What up, Rob? Isn't it crazy? I'm that much more Seiferts. Yeah, kind of. Greg Page versus Mark Willis. Greg Page, wow. That's the one he's the guy who dropped Tyson in that famous video right before Tyson lost to Buster Douglas in sparring. You guys remember that video that was leaked? That was Greg Page who hit him with a straight right. Tyson went down. He was fine, but he went down. That means just work harder and smarter and stop crying. I'll give you something to cry about. A vicious, merciless ass whooping. Marco, I found you 2 weeks ago and I love you already. Keep up. You're the man. You. Hey. Ask him. Yeah, I did that one. Arthur, I've done one of those. Ortiz would touch Bud a few times, but the experience would show from Bud if they fought. Probably. Marco could be Saudi Cosell. That's funny. Let Turkey know you're willing to be biased for the right amount. Okay, thank you. I'll take that in consideration, Clarissa. Thank you. They be making bad choices. They hire show cringe and MMA dude. I don't know if it's 50-50, Danny. I believe it's 65-35 for Bud. But we got to see Bud fight because, look, Ortiz's last fight before this, he didn't look that good. This fight, he crushes a dude that Crawford couldn't do shit with. Crawford didn't look great in his last fight, but maybe his next one, if it's not Canelo, if it's somebody else first, he'll look better. We got to do more of a cumulative analysis in boxing. We can't just be going off the last fights because I don't think this version of Bud will beat Virgil. Again, that's one fight. One fight. What about the version of Bud right before that? Literally 2 fights ago. Errol. He looked like he could beat Superman. Styles make fights, but Ortiz beat Madrimov better than Bud did. Absolutely. And got hit way less. You guys remember, Bud was getting his shit he was getting his shit bobbleheaded. That lead straight right. I didn't see that on Virgil. I mean, he got hit, but not like as much as Crawford did. If he cringe, why Big Turk are cool with him? Different styles of boxing in my eyes, yeah? Marquito, to be on the lookout for a Ukrainian fighter called Vladislav Suryeno. I thought this was like a "these nuts" joke. I thought you were trying to set me up, trying to pronounce some super duper. Fruity. But you weren't. He could be a dark horse in the heavy. Oh, he's a heavyweight. Vladislav. I thought the same thing against that other heavyweight, the Russian that Kabayel ended up knocking out to the body. Forget his name. Some long, very difficult to pronounce name. They do say you're only as good as your last fight, which is bullshit, but they do say that. Do you think you can handle the lights and I crave that shit. You kidding me? What do you guys think? You guys think I'd freeze up? Nah, I would. But look, I don't want to ever get real famous. I'll tell you guys a little story. I grew up, one of my closest friends is Macaulay Culkin, right? And his family. And he, especially in the 90s, is one of the most famous faces, right, in the world. So I was around him, and I saw the kind of reaction he got and how we would be running from paparazzis, and we would, because I was with him a lot. I'm cool with all his brothers. One of his brothers, Shane, actually comes in the chat a lot. But I would never want to be that famous, ever. Nightmare. I want to be known in boxing. Like if I go to the fights, I want people to recognize me. That's dope. But I don't want to be walking down the street and have randoms. I want to be respected and recognized by my boxing peers. That's all I want. I don't want bright lights, big fame. Hell no. I couldn't do it. The live streams every 5 views make me anxious. I feel you. I feel you. Hey. Hell yeah, man. I'm trying to do it. What's wild? Bivol easily top 2 pound for pound fighters. Small world. What's wild? I don't get it. Marco, if you have any Home Alone, Marco, if any of Home Alone not in your top 5 movie, it's actually not. But I didn't even watch Home Alone until recently because I was literally on set of Home Alone 2. On set of the whole thing, all the whole shit. It was filmed in New York. 1, no. So I just being on set, I just never had. I just watched it recently with my kids for the first time, like straight through. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Oh, yeah. I grew up around a lot of famous people, man. When you live in New York City, if Rob's still in here, he could tell you. Well, maybe not Jamaica, but you live in Manhattan. Like I grew up in the hood of Manhattan, but we still go to the same. Like a lot of kids went to public school. A lot of famous people who ended up being famous went to public school. You know, or they're in circles. Like I knew Tommy Hilfiger's son, Robert De Niro's son, like a whole bunch. Like you just grow up around a lot of famous people in New York City. So it's kind of like same thing in LA, probably. Just don't start acting like Kanye. I don't even know what that is because I don't watch him. I know he's a little nuts. Didn't you say you used to talk? Yep, that's because I knew Macaulay Culkin. I knew Michael Jackson through him. Who wins in a fight? Get out of here. Name dropper. Marco, have you a lot of free time? Marco, you have a lot of... Nah, not really. I gotta end this and go pick up my kids. My bad, CJ Rich. Boys in the Hood is a masterpiece. Boys in the Hood was dope. I mean, it wasn't corny. Tupac Stevenson lacks head movement and mobility in his hips. That's only critique, I think you're trying to say. One could say is he is touchable, it seems. Untouchable, it seems. Watch your mouth, Marco. Lots of famous cats from Queens. I'm sorry, who? Nori and 50 Cent. My bad. Now there are. I was just playing. No, I don't know who Brenda Fricker is. And I grew up with Tupac and helped him write all his eyes on me. Well, good. I give full credit to Shakur. He handled business to messed up hands. Yeah. And he was like wincing, right? Am I wrong? Wasn't he like it was hurting him while he was throwing those punches? I was like, why is he making that? Like, I thought he was smiling, like, got him. But it was a weird, like, smile, but like a wince. LL is from Queens. Yep. Sure is. Yeah, he was wincing, but he looked almost like he was smiling. It's weird. 1K to spar you. Why you want to spar me? 1K? Nah, more. Way more. Those days I haven't sparred in like 10 years. Those days are over. Nas, yeah. Well, rappers. Let's go outside of rappers, though. Trump, technically, but that motherfucker was rich. He grew up in Manhattan. He told his grandpa trainer in the corner that it hurts. Oh. Shit. He needs... I don't know what he needs, but that's too bad. That might ruin his career. You know what I mean? That's no joke. If you can't throw punches, you're done. He looked hesitant. Bivol, nah, he was letting go. He was squeezing off like he had a semi-auto. Ness is way more knowledgeable in boxing than showbiz and the MMA dude. To have a show with you in two-tone and be bipolar for Turkey. He didn't like that his Dominican brother got robbed. It was a draw, right? You a pro hood experience. What you mean? I mean, why are you saying that? No, I never met Michael Jackson. Just talked to him on the phone. Like Floyd did in his young days. Yep, man, he needed to take a year off if he don't want his hands getting injured again. Yeah, man. Rafael Garcia saved Floyd. Stevenson's mama have a big booty for real. Seen it in the pay-per-view in Saudi. Rico, you are a very horny individual. I've noticed that about you. A lot of booties and hoes, and weren't you banging a goth girl or something? There's a lot of that going on with you. That's been crying all weekend. Well, what are you gonna do? 8-4 Adamas, yeah. The spar? The fuck are you talking about? Nicki Minaj. Oh, you're doing all athletes or rappers. But yeah. Ray Romano, yeah, true. You know what's from Queens? Rob from Astoria? Ready for this one? Who's from Astoria? Famous old actor. Christopher Walken. Astoria. MJ really had a deep voice, right? Nah, he had a high voice. One time he called, and I thought that was their mom calling. And I said, I'm like, oh, your mom's on the phone. Like, while he heard me. I didn't know. But I don't think he got offended, because when you have a high voice, like, that's going to happen a lot. You probably get used to that. No, he didn't say he. To take the champ belt, you got to dominate him. Spider Rico is a freako. I didn't know Walken. Yeah, small story. I saw him being interviewed, and he said it out of his own mouth. Rico needs to lay off the porn. Yeah, his search history is probably just short search. You go into his search history, the computer will just go zzz, explode like an old Inspector Gadget episode. What's funny is that George Bush lived in Compton. Turkey even posted the AI scorecard that had Adamas winning, meaning, hey, judges get it wrong sometimes. Did he? Once fought a Mexican from Texas named Freak the Zeke. Okay. What's up, Toya? Don't ever talk about who Tank fights when y'all praise Shakur for that BS fight. Nah, he looked good. I mean, the dude wasn't top comp, but he looked good. Marco, you must have seen a lot of Blood Green. But... Nah, Blood Green was from the Bronx. First off, Joe, I believe. And nah, I didn't see Blood Green at all. He's way older than me. Well, that's what he does. 007, that's his thing. What's up, Kalia? Pretty little, here we go. This fucking guy. Talking about Rico's behavior, and then we got Rob here. Sweating her. Yo, Rob, why are you sweating her? Javon does it too. Salute. What up, Ryan? His search history is probably the FBI. Compton is the only city around me that you can ride horses. What? You can ride horses? I don't, Rico. I like the opposite. I remember you said you work for the feds. Huh? Hope Elon Musk. Oh, Kalia. She didn't say she worked for the feds. Didn't she say she can't tell us where she works because it's like for the government? She didn't say the feds. Salute. Didn't Shakur seem stockier in his last fight? I think he's filling into the weight class nicely. Yeah, I suppose so. You wanna blame how Tank feels about Shakur on y'all self. Y'all set a big bar high for Tank. That he's telling y'all these MFs need to build a name for themselves. I don't know. It's a good fight. That'll be a good, like, coming of age fight for Norman. I guess I'll go with Norman because Barrios has some battle scars on him at this point. I was thinking the same thing at the back of my mind, seeing the clips. Yeah. You two, Spider Rico. You screen turns milky and Shakur is weight training himself. Jivan says Spider Rico is my best friend and for security reasons. Yeah, that's funny. Shakur had hand issues, having me favoring Tank over him. Jang-a-ling, what up? Am I wrong by saying Ortiz more swollen than Madrimov? I don't know. I didn't see both their faces. But Ortiz won, easy. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Some people swell up easier. Some people bruise easier. Hitchens versus Tio. Tio. I rewatched the Shakur fight today. That boy is good. That boy good. Good and terrible. Nah, he is good. Ortiz bruises easily. It's known. Well, there you go. There you go. People with lighter complexion sometimes tend to bruise easy. My man Jeremy Williams, who was a former heavyweight contender, bruised like I could just sneeze on him. Like, up two. She's like, phew. You're wrong. Ortiz just bruised from his high guard. That's possible too. Ramirez versus Haney. I don't know. I have to go with Haney because I'm not going to just take one fight where a dude was on steroids too, allegedly. Not allegedly, he was on steroids. I'll go with Haney still. Cotton face always looked bad. Don't know what that means, Clarissa, but I do know that is extremely...
Oh, that's racist.
Boston Red Sox. What? He was get hit hard. We saw these. What? Core's the man. Core looked good. Do y'all believe Madrimov was sick? Great question. Do we believe Madrimov was sick? He didn't look sick to me. That doesn't mean he wasn't, but he didn't look sick to me. What about you guys? What about Cotto? Oh, Cotto. I thought you said cotton face. I'm like, is that like a new white person? Like, way to shit on white people? Look at this cotton face, motherfucker. Like, whoa. We well preserved. SARMs, Osterine. Not steroids. So there's a difference? That's not steroids, Superman? Robert, one of them breathing super hard. You could hear it breathing out heavy. I don't watch no porn. That's poison. We are us. I remember someone saying that there was a flu going around in Saudi. There's a flu going around here. I mean, a few months ago. Madrimov said bronchitis. The same excuse he used to pull out of the Boachuk fight. Oh, word? He had that twice? Maybe he's susceptible. Weird. Maybe he's susceptible. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? Talk to me, people. Loma versus Key. Who the hell's Key? I don't know who Key is. Yeah, there was one here earlier. But easy work for Virgil. I don't know about that. What up, Lil Rock? Who has more power, Devin or Shakur? Devin. Devin hits kind of hard. Like, granted, his fights haven't shown high knockout percentages or a lot of knockouts, but his punches look hard. I've seen him spar tons of times. It looks hard. He looks like Devin looks like he's trying to fucking turn the shoulder over, turn his hand over, snap his shoulder, I mean. You know what I'm saying? Where Shakur is just like, bam, like trying to hit you with stinging shots. Who's Berlanga fighting? Yeah, Rico, you trying to get me to read that and get canceled? Jesus. We is I and I is porn. We want to watch Buffy the Body Oil Up and Devin, the only man to not stop or drop Gamboa. Okay. Banned substance, even Mary J is not permitted. Someone said Mary J is a performance enhancement. Nah, if anything, it's a performance de-enhancement, right? That'll fuck you up. Creed versus Luke Cage. Who the fuck is Luke Cage? Do you punch with a fist open or closed? Of course. I keep my hands loose like this, literally like this. And then once I throw the punch, I still keep it open. At the last second, I close it and boom. Or sometimes halfway in, but now you want to keep your hands loose until you throw. Waste less energy that way too. The Kur hits hard, ask Padley. Padley said he didn't, said his body shots were hard. Tank won 12 rounds with a one-legged Gamboa. You're trying to break your fists. Steroids help you build muscle. Aspirin helps you keep muscle while you drop weight. Helps weight. Cut. Okay. Porn is like drugs and alcohol to me for them. Damn. Marvel, Luke Cage. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't watch that shit. Before it is. That's what weed is. Smoke weed, you forget what time it is. You remember, did I duck or did I not duck? Douche. Did that hit me? Did that not hit me? Nah, broski, you got to go to the midget. All right, you guys are what? You guys trying to get me flagged? This shit flags me. Cut it out. Pervs. I know you guys are just playing, but I think it might flag. I don't know if it flags me that you write it or that I say it, so I'm not saying it. Literally every fucking thing I do, I got to like submit for review to flag everything. I think that might be normal, like if it automatically picks up like a curse, like the F word or whatever. All good, all good. Both? Oh, great. What's up with the... Yeah, I think as if you say it too, but I ain't saying it. I mean, I did say it, but... And again, you could say that word. You probably can't get into like describing the action of that word, but you could say the word, I believe. No? What's good, Alberto? You're late. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. Yes, that thing is terrible. I remember my bro looking for his keys and they were in his face. That's funny. Marco, keep it real. Did you expect Cabello to... Yeah. Oh, no, not this far, but I expected him to win on Saturday. Absolutely expected him to win. That was one of my predictions. Because he's good, but also Zhang is, Zhang is Zhang. Zhang is overweight, older, I don't think he wants to be there. The punishment is an ass whooping. What else we got, people? Nothing? Who wins fight 3? Bivol or better Biev? I hope there is no fight 3. Boy, do I hope that. That Bivol affair was super chess match. They kept making adjustments and readjusting. Yeah. What's the topic? All kinds of topics, brother. So I get no answers. Nah, well, he didn't. Have you seen his last couple fights? He has no answers for anything. And Caballel is very good aggression and punch placement's excellent. I think he might get Usyk versus Parker. I hope so. That's what we need. Parker proved he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Parker definitely proved he's up next. He's up to bat. Two big E hands. A buster. WBO president said they offered Ortiz to fight Crawford 3 times, and now the Golden Boy Ortiz turned it down. Wow. When was this? Like years ago, maybe when he thought he wasn't ready? Because I thought the fight was boring, Fun Track. Like, it was a carbon copy of the first one. Just Bivol just stepped on the gas a little like I thought he would. Nobody's knocking anybody out. It's kind of boring. And Bivol just seems like he's a better fighter at this point. Like, he arguably won the first one. He definitely won the second one. Move on. We want to see these guys build legacy, not just keep fighting each other over and over and over. Like, look what the Fury versus Wilder 3 did. It made us lose out on a prime Fury versus Joshua, which would have been dope back then. Nobody wants to keep seeing that shit over and over. When are judges relevant to making decisions? And what do you mean? When? If it goes to the cards. I don't get it. I don't get it. Alberto's wilding out. E. Honda from Street Fighter, the sumo wrestler. What's up, Joaquin? Should Crawford do a tune-up fight before Canelo? No. What if he loses? It ruins the biggest fight of his career. Or what if he gets an injury? Fuck losing. He probably thinks he won't lose. What if he breaks his shit? Now he's out for another year. Nah, don't do it. It's easier to put a watermelon in your back pocket than beating Crawford. Okay? I completely agree. I don't see why everyone is raving about Bivol versus Beterbiev. I thought it was an average fight. Borderline boring. Yep. I'm with you. What is this shit, Alberto? I don't trust you. So I'm going to open it up first. Oh, his hands? Shakur's hands? Yeah, we know his hands are fucked up. It's just a video of a close-up of Shakur's hands being all surgeryed up and swollen. You always feel Arthur could stop. Not anymore. Clarissa, I did it first, but not after these 2 fights, I don't. Yeah, literally. Looks like somebody put him on a frying pan. Because everybody complains about the decision they made calling corruption. We was mad at Marco, but I changed my mind. Turn back the curse. Okay. I'm not lying. I could pull up the chat replay and Unks Live, dude. Well, let's move forward. Yo, Marco, these injuries be suspect. I'm not gonna lie. It's boxing, man. People get injuries. Like, why? Basketball players, some of them have recurrent knees or just fucked up their whole careers. Like, it happens. Funny, everyone knows Canelo can't take a fight in May and be good. Everyone worried for Bud. Interesting. Well, Jivan, Canelo won't be making history if he wins. Bud will be, and I believe that's what it is. People want to see, can Bud really do this? That's why. And Canelo's the bigger guy, the favorite, you know. But I get what you're saying. Bivol versus Beterbiev was always for the super hardcores. Yeah, that's true. Shakur will not be able to hold up against a top 10 at 135. Mark my words. Beterbiev is not a combination puncher. That's his downfall. Yeah? He's too worried about, yeah, he's not. I mean, a little bit, but yeah, overall, you're right. He's not a fast puncher because when you have speed, that's what enables you to pop off combinations. He can't be, his punches are mechanic. Hard, but yeah. But he threw a couple combos that look good, though. That's true, too, Alberto. I never felt Tank hurt his hands against Pitbull. Nah. I mean, who knows? Either way, he won. But Canelo will be twice undisputed with Skull. I guess. I don't know why it matters. I guess it matters to Bud, and Turkey cares what Bud wants. You beat Canelo, you beat Canelo. I don't care if he has 3 belts or 4 or 1 or none. But I guess Bud wants to have that 3-time undisputed thing. That's what he's looking for. So to him, it's worth waiting. That's crazy. So it looks like Turkey architected an entire game plan around what Bud Crawford wants, even for Canelo. All right, you'll fight this guy first. Why? Because my favorite fighter wants you to have all the belts. What? Nothing. Just fight him. Canelo doing all the heavy lifting. Yeah. What boxing match have you watched more than twice? A lot. Bud just there for retirement check. Can't be mad. I don't know about that. Canelo did the heavy lifting versus Bivol. Crawford probably got Canelo the biggest, easiest payday of his career. I've not watched a fight more than Broner versus Maidana. Really? Why? Were you hoping Broner would lose? Leave it alone. What else we got? What else we got, people? I'm about to get out of here anyway. I got to go get my son. Or my daughter, actually. Son comes home on the bus. Daughter, got to go pick up from the bus. Stop. Because this shit isn't close. This live is lit. Or as you young guys say, it's litty. I think Bud will be more competitive than Charlo was. Yeah. Well, Bud's going to actually fight. Charlo didn't. And I agree, Chris. I think Benavidez does what Arthur Beterbiev couldn't do. Benavidez walks him down, cuts the ring off, and pummels him. And has answers for the blazing combos he throws at him. Yeah, I'm about to bounce too, my man. NY dudes really don't be driving. Nah. I mean, we do. I don't like it. All right, people, I'm going to bounce. I don't think I'm going to see you tonight because I'm doing day night, but I'll be back tomorrow. All right. Appreciate you guys as usual. Peace.